was a theater kid for 1 year, and then the next theater class I tried to go to, the theater teacher got arrested for federal crimes. Hello, everybody on the YouTube recording. Hello. Welcome to Dole Being Sicky, and we're gonna try and watch this episode of Goblin. I know we haven't done one in a bit. Very sorry. I am very sickly. Y'all signed up to this when you hit the subscribe button. Hee-hoo. So we're on episode 5 of Goblin Slayer, and for those of you that are watching this live, and I guess this kind of sort of applies to people who are watching on the recording as well. I'm still sick. I have a very sore diaphragm, so speaking is. Oh shit! Thank you for the resub, Lysandia. Hell yeah. I'm still a bit sick. My diaphragm hurts a lot, so laughing, going really loud or really low really hurts. And so I don't know how much juice I got in me, but I'm going to try and get at least this one episode out for everybody. And then then the rest of us on stream, we're gonna go check out the ship convention in Star Citizen. Hell yeah! So, what happened in the last episode? They rescued the camp of fledgling adventurers. They drained a lake. They drowned a bunch of goblins, and things were just kind of rough. And Goblin Slayer made some friends. You know, Goblin Slayer, our boy, he's been through a lot. About time he made some friends his own age. I'm just saying, you know, like, Priestess is what? Like, he's like, what, like 18? Like, our boy's gotta be pushing into his, like, late 20s. Like, it's about time he start hanging out with people his own age. I'm just saying, it's a little weird that all of his friends are, like, less than 10 years his junior. I don't know, dog. I'm being a shit. But I have the link in the in the chat on Twitch, and if you want to catch us live without the minute delay, you can always come to twitch.tv/livethecyberdole. You walked into Goblin Slayer is what you walked into, Coz. Twitch.tv/livethecyberdole, and I'm going to try and watch Goblin Slayer on Fridays. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Mostly because I'm very sickly. Oh well. But let's get in here and let's see what Goblin Slayer gets up to, because now it's time for a new arc. Ooh boy, hee-hoo. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, it's loud. I feel better soon. It's fine. I got a really bad stomach bug, and the way my immune system is very, very rough on me. Like, I'll probably feel like shit for like the next like 4 days, and then I'll be totally fine. Damn, my man got some bad news. Damn, I can't believe it. They know about... Oh, the elves deliver letters on fucking leaves. Jesus Christ. How to tell when you've got an uncreative DM, my god. Damn. I do really like this show, by the way. Like, I will get this season finished, even if it does take me a while. Like, I think I've decided that, like, if I'm doing a show and I really like it, it doesn't matter how far I get behind. I'm not doing it for views. I'm doing it because I want to watch it and I want to share it with y'all. I think that's where I'm gonna be at. I mean, good thing about my diaphragm fucking hurting is I'm being forced to speak in a higher register. And that's just good practice, honestly. Like, one of my biggest faux pas when I'm streaming is I accidentally drop into a low register a lot. And that's entirely because I was a theater kid and they taught us how to project. Well, I was a theater kid for 1 year, and then the next theater class I tried to go to, the theater teacher got arrested for federal crimes. But still, the teaching stuck. And when they're teaching you how to project, a lot of times they teach you to project lower register. And that's a problem, a little bit. We'll have some stuff to do, otherwise if D&D Gamer Conf can forever to hell yeah. Yeah. God, my theater teachers, like, actually, though, One got arrested for, I think they were trying to, they were trying to harass a student sexually. Another one was doing tax evasion, and then another one was getting students to grade papers for them, which is against the law in Florida, and it's a federal crime. Or not a federal crime, a state crime. Sorry. Let's go! Bring the dwarf to the elf social function. This can never go badly. Wait. I was about to say based elves, but... Yeah, who's getting married? What? Okay. Okay, that was very confusing. I wasn't sure who was getting married. I was very confused about who was getting married and whether or not it was incest. Oh boy. She's trying to force her fucking older brother to stop being such a fucking autist about goblins. Okay, you're an elf. Okay, actually, never mind. 8,000? Jesus Christ, they really do have old lady elf, damn. Shouldn't elves have super long lives of the best alcohol because they have more time to work on it? Okay. I can't really talk about this without going into my own elf lore. But, like, I would imagine that, like... Like, I imagine there... I'll talk about it afterwards, because I don't want to fall behind. Remind me, Kadalbog. I do have opinions on on elvish alcohol. Goblin Slayer, when was the last time you slept? What is sleep? Oh, yo, they're bringing Guild Girl on the adventure? Fuck yeah! Remind me, Kadalbog. Remind me. Oh. He stopped listening the moment she said Goblin. The moment she said Goblin, immediately his ears turned off. All he heard was mine, 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 mine. Oh. Damn, the river got her. Oh, these poor nuns, Jesus. So, I guess here's the question. Why is there a nun convent out in the middle of nowhere with no guards? That seems really dumb in this world, you know? It does seem really, really silly that, like, there's a nun convent out in the middle of nowhere with no guards that we could see. Like, you know? Like, like at least have some paladins or something to back you up. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Lizard Man out here being like, hey, do you would you hear the freaking the good word of evolution? My god. Damn, eventually they're gonna get smart enough to fucking not be unslayable. And this is why you always have someone with comprehend languages. Anytime I'm playing a spellcaster with access to comprehend languages, I take it. Comprehend languages is literally the fucking best spell in the game. Especially if you're a wizard, then you can cast it with a ritual without having it prepared. So you don't have to sacrifice the preparation slot. Or as a tome lock as well. Oh, new spell! Congrats, priestess. Shit. Our girl is practical. Let's go. I do absolutely love their vibe, you know? Absolutely love their vibe. Just it really does feel like big brother and little sister. That's so fucking cute. Why did she go to dick level for that? Why did she go to dick level? You were invited? Who would fucking invite you? Wait. Okay, did I read that right? So I'm not wearing my glasses right now. I don't know where they went. I took them off last night when I was in a fucking fatigue state, and I have no fucking clue where they are. Did I read that right and see that it was her sister marrying her cousin? Alright, I guess the elves do believe in incest. I guess when you live that long, like, the fucking gene pool's gotta be pretty shallow. Fucking Jesus. Jesus. Damn, it's almost as if medieval towns are just like, it takes forever to get anything done, huh? So that entire nunnery got taken out. And all they managed to save was 2 nuns and some clay tablets. Like, Jesus. Man, I sure do love an enemies to lovers trope. I mean, I imagine even a lizard. I don't actually know what the stat bonuses for lizard men are. I have to imagine they get extra strength. They're about the size of orcs, aren't they? God, she's so fucking humble, my god. Time for a makeover. Bitch gonna come out looking like Barbie, my god. Oh boy. Poor Goblin Slayer. Our boy is so fucking paranoid. She has a recording of the goblin screaming. Am I holding up? I'm doing alright. My diaphragm hurts a bit, so I'm not gonna be quite as loud or anything as I usually am. I have no idea how that's gonna play out tonight in Jade's game, but hey. If it seems like there's a big delay, Getty, it's because YouTube has a built-in minute delay. Oh, they're referencing the movie! Hell yeah! I love the movie. God, how am I gonna do Soba's voice? Soba's voice is really low register, shit. I hate how the Archbishop has prominent nipples, I hate that. Unironically hate that we can see her nipples through her robe. Fucking Christ. Damn, if only the Archbishop wasn't blind. Oh wait, it's engravings, right? Oh, I'm dumb as hell. Holy shit. I'm afraid I cannot say. As you can see, I'm fucking blind. Hi, Dread. Let's go, his Nakamas. What am I doing? We're watching Goblin Slayer and then we're gonna go check out IAE. Oh damn, a spooky prophecy. Ooh. Wait, why are there ships on a river? Nice. I really want to get a merchantman, but that's like $650. Like, ugh. That shit's so spency, dog. Man, it seems like we've got a lot of feasts. Ooh. Ow, my chest. Seems like we got a lot of feast scenes going on, you know? Have you guys noticed that these last few episodes? I know you're not talking of the merchantman. I know you're not. I'm saying that's what I want. I'm sorry. I know I'm not speaking the loudest or clearest. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. It's elf fashion. If you're not dressing as slutty as possible, then you're being rude in elf culture. Let's go, lizard man enjoying food. Yeah, man, I sure hope they don't lose their deposit. God. Our boy. Our poor fucking post-traumatic boy. Yeah. Yeah, Drake, can't you only buy the Idris because you're a concierge, or am I? Because I didn't see the Idris on the purchase thing when I looked at it earlier. God, fucking old-timey medieval locks are so fucking cool. God damn it. Oh, okay then. Like, fucking, like for a lot of times I will look at like old-timey, like medieval things and be like, man, those people are fucking stupid, right? Because they had a lot of ideas. They had a lot of ideas that were really fucking stupid, right? Like bad, like miasma theory and shit like that, right? Really stupid ideas that, like, are, like, just accurate enough to come across as really fucking stupid, right? Um, and then, like, you look back at, like, technology and engineering that they had, like medieval locks, and you're like, oh, shit, that's really fucking smart. How did these brain-dead morons come up with this shit? Everyone immediately like, nah, roll up. Put on these sacks. They'll protect you from the goblins' prying eyes. Oh, ow, shit, I can't do that. Fuck, dude.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi, Mystic. And then credits. I can't believe they all died. Can't believe they all died immediately. Fuck. Alright. Alright, well, that's the end. That's the end of that, so... Okay, yeah, I don't have it in my diaphragm to do another episode, so we're gonna move on to IAE in a sec. But first, let me give my review of this episode. So, first off, I want to say it's good to be watching Goblin Slayer again. Something that I do both like and dislike for Goblin Slayer is episodes like this that are basically arc setter uppers. And because like you basically have an entire an entire episode dedicated to, hey, here's the setup of the arc, here's the premise, and here's ah! Oh, I'm gonna have to edit that out. Shit. Oh, bitch. Ah! Done? Ah! Ow! Ah! Cookie. Nom nom nom. Ah! Ah! Okay. Okay. Okay, but yeah, so this episode's whole thing is to set up the premise, what's going on, and how Goblin Slayer is reacting to everything. And that's fine. It's just when you have to wait so long between seasons, and I don't know how long this season's gonna be. The previous season was like, what, like 20 episodes? Something like that, but it was originally supposed to be, much shorter, was it not? It was originally going to be 13 episodes, and then they expanded it. If I remember correctly, I might be thinking of a different show I was watching at the time. But, like, and I'm hoping that this season gets the same level of episode length. Otherwise, episodes like this really do kind of suck. Because while they're great for character and, like, setting everything up, they're really bad about getting the plot to move along. And when you're having to move in 13 episode increments with no guarantee of another season afterwards because of how anime works, you run into a bit of an issue where, like, it's like, okay, so we had 13 episodes. 4 of them were basically just like, hey, I need you to go on this quest. And that's the entire episode. And it's like, oh, well, shit. Yeah, like in longer seasons, I don't mind that as much. But I am gonna be honest, I am a little annoyed. So, like, I was a child when, like, Dragon Ball was happening. But, like, did Dragon Ball ever have seasons? Did Dragon Ball ever, like, I don't think Dragon Ball ever had seasons. It had sagas. And those sagas would go on for fucking ever. Why don't we do that now? Like, bear in mind, I was Babby, so maybe there were seasons and I just don't remember it because when you're a child, like, time moves at, like, a rocket ship pace. Like, when, you know, like... I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, yeah, like, friggin'... I do kind of wish that, like, seasons were not a thing. I kind of just wish it's, like, oh, hey, we've endeavored to adapt this anime. Alright, let's go. And it's not just, like, in, like, a season per season thing. It's like no, you're doing this whole thing. You're doing the entire fucking thing. And then, and whether or not they do it again, or do more of it, is, like, up to the... is up to the people doing it, and not the publisher. You know what I mean? Like, that would be cool. That would be pretty neat. Like, because then, like, if you want to adapt, like, a super long anime, like, say, Dragon Ball, then, hey, like, there are people that got jobs in the 90s that still have jobs. The same jobs. And, you know, like, just, like, I feel like that would be, like, the goal, right? Like, secure the contract to adapt a to adapt a super long-running series, and the only way you get it taken away from you is if, one, you don't want to do it anymore, or two, the original, like, rights holder is like, no, you're fucking garbage. You're actually fucking garbage. Stop it. But what if more is being written while the show is being made? That's fine. That's fine. That's what Dragon Ball did. That's what filler used to be for. I'm totally fine with filler. I am entirely fine with filler. Because it's something that keeps you entertained, like, while you're waiting for the next drop. And, like, fucking it's something that on a rewatch you can just ignore. I don't see the issue with filler. Like, Naruto had filler, fucking Dragon Ball had filler, fucking One Piece had filler. Like, I don't even like One Piece. Fucking, but, like, I feel like the way we do anime in the modern day is, like, so slaved to seasons, and the, hey, what if we don't get another season is so fucking annoying. You know, I do feel like that we do kind of lose out a little bit. Like, I don't know, it's a thing. Naruto was filler, Lamau. I mean, yeah, like, Naruto had the most filler out of everyone, but yeah, like, I do think that we should have the old way. The old way, where it's just like, alright, this manga's still being made, alright, go. Oh, we've caught up to the manga? Okay, then, like, I don't know, the concept of seasons is very dumb. Yeah, the concept of seasons is very, very dumb. I feel like if you get the rights to an anime, you should just be able to just... It's like from start to finish. Like, unless you fuck up so bad that the original creator is like, no, you fucked up, give it back. Like, the only person that should be able to stop the anime is either the people making it themselves going, okay, hang on, we don't want to do this story anymore, or the original creator going, no, you fucked up, hand it over. Like, I feel like that's the only way you should lose. Like, we should, like, have anime at the don't end. But that's beyond the point. I really liked this episode. I think it was Record of Ragnarok anime should have been nipped in the bud. Yes, that's very true. I very much liked this episode. I thought it was a lot of fun. I can't breathe. I like how Goblin Slayer's kind of coming to this thing of like, hey, maybe there are more important things in life than slaying goblins. Like being there for my friend and my friend's sister's wedding. Oh boy. And just going on this little like non-adventure with his buddies. I think that's really cool. And of course there's still goblins involved. It's Goblin Slayer. Like there would never not be goblins involved. I have not heard about that, Van. Shit. It's definitely something that I think is very, very interesting. Something that is going to turn out very, very cool for Goblin Slayer. As always, this show is very interesting. The subtitles were a little bit confusing at the start about the wedding, but I think that might be a skill issue on my part because, one, don't know where my glasses are. Like I said, I took them off last night while I was in a fatigue state. Do not know where they are. Cannot find them. So I was squinting a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed. But definitely was a very, very fun episode. I liked it a lot, and I can't wait to see where they go next. I will say the world building in this series does seem schizophrenic at time. Yeah, Kadal, that's exactly it. Goblin Slayer learning to overcome his workaholic tendencies and avert attention from his hyperfixation. Yeah. Like, like, the world building does seem a little schizophrenic in time. On the one hand, it's like, hey, there's these horrible goblins that will fucking rape and pillage anything they come across. Like, and yet cities appear to be very, very undefended. And not only do you have very, very undefended cities, but you also have, like, nunneries full of virginal women stashed away in the woods with nobody guarding them. I'm very, very sorry, but, like, why do they not have, like, a fucking... a garrison of paladins or some shit protecting them? Why is that nunnery so far outside of a city? That's so fucking stupid. Like, I don't want to blame the writer for this, because maybe this is something that was, like, is, like, anime only, and it's a misunderstanding. I don't know. But it seems like in a world that's got such rigid attention to detail, like... that seems very, very at odds with how the world itself functions. When you have a world that is so horrid and nightmarish and full of creatures that are going to destroy you in every sense of the word, why would you have a bunch of, like, literal, like, innocent fucking nuns out in the middle of the woods where any fucking, not just goblins, any fucking monster could come get them? Because it was just a building in a forest clearing. You know? Yeah, it should have a wall around it at the very least. Like, it seems really, really silly. Like, so, can I talk about Karos for a bit? I'm gonna talk about Karos for a bit, alright? I'm gonna talk about Karos and none of you can fucking stop me. Because I've got a similar thing. Not, like, similar as in there's monsters, but... So, right.
Bad girl.
No, I'm gonna talk about Karos and you can't stop me. Like, I don't want to, like, use this as a thing. It's like, oh, my world's better. No, because I very, very much respect the Goblin Slayer guy. It's just, like, just a very specific thing that's come to mind. Okay. So... No, I don't have promiscuous nuns. Fucking Jesus. Okay. So, I've told you guys about Kissalan's breath before, right? So, it is a theocratic nightmare state. Where its people are so devoutly fucking dedicated to their god Kissalan that their version of Christmas is self-flagellation. And every single trade road passes into Godsmouth, which is their capital, so that everything can be overseen. Redoubt is a fortress, Mercy is a small village, Wrath is a garrison town, Kissalan Spear is a military base, and Purity is a nun convent. Purity is right next to this mountain where the world's worst monsters live. So the god Kissalan himself lives at the very, very top of the highest peak. But all around it, because he's the god of war and strife and such, like, there is a lot of monsters that spring up in his domain, and occasionally those monsters make their way down. So that's why Redoubt is here. Why did they put a nunnery there? It's so that their nuns, their clerics, are literally the most, like, tough as nails, like, dedicated to Kissalan they can be. And of course they have a lot of runaways. So Purity itself, the convent, has this big fuck-off wall around it. It has several garrisons of veteran paladins. And it also has top-of-the-line, like, defenses, right? Like golems and such as well, that they've imported from Esseros. A lot of that defense is also pointed inwards to stop the nuns from running away. Because not only is Purity really close to here, it's really not that far from gutting down to Estelia. Like, yeah, you'd have to get through snow, but you could, in theory, get down to Estelia and cross the border and ask for amnesty, because I imagine they'd probably give you it, because Kissalan's breath is the enemy of every single other nation. So, yeah, no, they'd take you in just to fucking see what Kissalan's breath is up to. So it's kind of a Spartan. We send our nuns into the wild for a week, and if they don't get eaten, they weren't devoted enough. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Except that it's not so much in a week, as this is where every cleric does their training. Every cleric spends their childhood from ages 10 to 21 training in Purity. If you get picked as a cleric, you get picked young. Like, they do train clerics that are a little older, but they generally get trained elsewhere. And they generally get put through a lot more harsher training regimen, just to prove their devotion. If you ask, what is more harsher than living in a convent with guns aimed at you and fucking monsters coming down on the weak, I'll let your imagination figure that one out. But yeah, like, there are ways to do... Yeah, exactly. Like, there are ways to do, like, convents in the middle of nowhere with monsters all around. There are ways to do that. But the way you don't do it is you don't have the convent have no fucking protection whatsoever. And I'm wondering if that's an anime-only thing, or if it's like, or if it's just like a lapse in judgment. I don't understand. Like, that is like my one nitpick with this episode, and it's gonna stick out in my brain. I'm hoping that someone has watched has read the manga and can tell me, like, if this is an anime only thing, if it's just like a lapse of insight from the author, because it's very, very fucking weird. Like, there's like, they had no defense. They didn't even have a wall. Like, not even like a small garrison of paladins to watch over them. Like, what the fuck? Maybe you don't see the protect. I mean, maybe, but like, still, it's very fucking weird. And it does seem like the goblins just kind of knocked them over with very little, resistance. Sorry. Sorry, my diaphragm's very hurting. I need to remember to breathe more often than I do. Okay. Yeah, other than that minor fucky wucky, I did very, very much enjoy this episode. I thought it was very neat. I like Goblin Slayer's like slow fucking turn into being a slightly normal human being. I like the dynamic between the party. I like they're getting Guild Girl and Cowgirl involved. It's very cool and very neat, and I'm very much enjoying it. But that's all I gotta say. For those of you on the stream, we're gonna go see IAE, and for those of you watching the video when it comes out, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully I'll have another one out next week when I can breathe properly. Have a good one. I love you. Bye-bye.